Hi my loves, Synchronicity brought you here yet again. Wasn't very long, was it? I missed you too. So welcome to my pick a card reading from your inner child. So this guys, like, these readings are my absolute favorite. I love working with my inner child. I love working with children. Children are just so beautiful. You can learn so much from them. They're so wise. You're so wise. And we forget that. We forget about our purity, our innocence, our playfulness. And so here we will be going deep into what may be still lingering, what you've experienced, and how you can overcome these things that are still coming back and resurfacing, and beautiful messages that your inner child has for you in regards to you. Okay, so let's get started, guys. So like I said, and I always say, take a couple of deep breaths, guys, before beginning on which one you're going to pick. So take a couple of deep breaths, maybe look at the piles and really tune in to the energy and see which one you feel more drawn to. Maybe one pile, two piles, three piles. It doesn't really matter, guys. Take what resonates and leave what does not. And please let me know how these help you in any way. I am so excited. I am so From group number one, your inner child. And guys, I want to say that I love your inner child. Okay, for those that chose group number one, all those beautiful children that are needing to hear this message, to be reminded of their beautiful essence, of their innocence, right? It doesn't matter if you're an adult now. So for my group number one, I can already see that growing up for you, I feel like there was a lot of chaos. There was a lot of maybe like emotional abuse, maybe not so much physical, maybe more emotional. Maybe like people thought your family was like one way, but in reality they were like another way. Like no one really maybe got to see like how you were being raised, right? Like you would go to school maybe and you would put on this like, angel look, or just like everything's okay. Like, maybe you weren't as open to getting help from your friends. Like maybe you just like, I do see that growing up. Perhaps you had a lot of have a lot of dreams, right? But like growing up, maybe you were very outside the box, and you would go to your family with all your genius ideas and just your imagination, and it was just kind of like they and it's not that they didn't, of course they don't, it's not that they don't love you, but they probably weren't as supportive because they weren't as present with your energy, with your existence. And it just is what it is, and that's those things that like hurt them as a child. A child wants to be heard and wants to be recognized, and I feel like maybe growing up you kind of felt like you didn't have that recognition, or that like people truly did care for you. I see things like that, and I feel like because your family might have, or just your surroundings, it's not always your family. I mean, it could be your friends, it could be like the people you hang with, the people that, I do see like people in general is something that you kind of still struggle with. When it comes to relationships, friendships, maintaining them, which ones are healthy, which ones are not healthy. But yeah, so I do feel like you've been in this state of comfort, in this state of familiarity, like staying in, like reading your family story, as opposed to writing maybe your own, as opposed to taking charge of your own story. Because of the fact that, again, there was a lot of fear probably projected in your life, I am seeing that for some of you. And just like projections that would help you, that would have you like kind of like, not go for that thing you wanted to do, or not really say what you wanted to say, like holding back. And this was like draining you. Maybe this still drains you, because that's what I'm saying here is that, again, I feel like there is a lot of chaos in your life. I sense some Pluto energy. You could be a Scorpio, an Aries, or, we are in Scorpio season anyway. But anyway, guys, at least in the time that you're watching this. But I do feel like you're being called to transform. When you don't take charge and transform things for yourself, you become the change. Pluto will come in and, shift things for you, but it'll bring chaos. It'll bring order out of chaos, because Pluto is the planet of death and rebirth and transformation. And so I do see that, maybe you learn from really chaotic experiences. Maybe there's like, things go one way and then they can go like completely opposite the next day, just very like, and this is how you've transformed, this is how you've grown, this is how you've like become stronger and adaptable. It's just been through chaos, right? And sometimes like, again, those fears, those things that were projected onto us when we were a child, we could still be carrying. I do see that there is some like throat blockages, maybe that you still struggle with. Again, I see friendship, relationships, speaking your truth, jumping into things maybe a little more blindly, and like, it's not like, you guys, like, this is the thing, like, your inner child is so fucking wise. Like, you are so fucking wise, and I can tell that you have this heart of gold. I can tell you truly want to live big and know you deserve to live big as fuck, infinitely. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's like, your inner child's telling you to trust yourself. Yes, you were raised maybe in these kind of energies, and yes, you still have to struggle with some of these energies, but it's like, yo, like, if you were just to trust yourself with like whatever comes to mind, whenever things do happen in your life, like really tuning into your intuition and being like, whoa, okay, this is what I am resonating with in this moment, even if it's like, whoa, out there. If it's coming from my heart and mind emergence, like my spirit, like, which your spirit is not your heart and mind, but I'm saying like in unison, when your spirit can utilize these tools, that's like pure mastery of magic, right? In that moment, it's like, but it takes time. But still, if you were just to trust yourself more, like your inner child's like, trust me, babe, trust me. No, you were not like crazy. No, you were not like a fly on the wall, no, you were not those things. You are so impactful, you are so important, you are so like, oh, you have this like fire to you, you have this fire to you, and it's, I can feel it, and I'm feeling it right now. My heart's just like, and I feel that for you, like, oh, once you take charge of yourself, like, that's game, like, and you are doing that. And so it's like, keep going, keep trusting. Ooh, keep trusting, right? Like, just flow with it. You see how I just hit myself and I just went right into like back into center, things like that, like just like whoop, bouncing back into your center and being like, I trust myself. Ask for help, you know what I'm saying? And also be careful who you ask for help to. I have some messages that came up, you know what I'm saying? Because the thoughts, what you hear is how, what you like to listen to is how you program your mind. And so if you're, we all love to hear our friends' stories. That's how we create connections, right? Through that relationship, through that relating of energy, of experiences. And so make sure that, we also attract each other's light, but we also attract each other's darkness. So it's like, and it's all percentage level. Is there a balance? Is it 50-50, or is it like more 70% darkness, 30% light? Like, and feeling your way through those like friendships where you feel that imbalance, and those are the ones that you feel balanced with. Like, you guys, there's a mutual connection of like water and flow and transformation. Like those are the ones you want to get opinions from. You know, be careful with what you take in as advice. Of course, always hear everything, right? But not always emotionally. Just like make sure you're again in this balanced state where you're not pulled by an emotion, but you're truly tuning into the feeling. Because I do feel you're very empathetic, and you're very, very empathetic, and it's like, ooh, like you are very gifted. Like you might feel like you weren't, like your recognition didn't mean much. I mean, your existence maybe was like pushed to the side in growing up or something. Like you always put your heart into things, and maybe you were like always, you never got #1 in school, you know, just like things like that, guys. Like just moments in general that made you feel like that, like you weren't good enough, things like that, you know. So go with the flow, as well. Go with the flow. Go with the water. You know, go with like you have so much ways to grow when you really just go for things. You put yourself out there. I see adventure for you. I see waterfall. I see tropical. I see island. I see, like, you know, taking time out of your fucking day, out of your calendar, and be like, I want to go to fucking Bora Bora. Like, I want to go to fucking, you know, and going. Just having the power to just decide and go and make everything work around you and not you around it. And so yeah, guys, like I just see your talents. You're so gifted. You're so protected. You succeed at everything you fucking do. So now it's about not allowing things to have power over you in regards to like communication, relationships, and friendships, and that's where you are, you know, what I'm still learning about, and growing, and you're seeing who's truly your friend. You're seeing, you know, and if you're still questioning that itself is an answer. Like why, you know, like shouldn't it feel like water, like flow? But yeah, so just be careful, guys. You know, I got the snake, competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other ones. Yeah, so keeping that in mind, again, because you do have the tendency to pull people in that match this this wound, right? It's like recognize, like, okay, like, whoa, it's okay, like, I know what this is now. It's just something like a wound triggering itself again, and jumping into like a place of, because you got paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. Yes, like, guys, I feel like you want to be somewhere where it's warm. Like, you want to, you know, go somewhere where it's warm and nice, like for a vacation if you can during this season. Like, you know, I see, ooh, I love it. Beach vibes. But yeah, guys, just making sure. There's just so many messages. But yes, making sure that you are choosing the right people in your life, not jumping into things not jumping into things out of fear of the unknown. You know, like don't be afraid to jump into the unknown. Unknown as in how things are going to unfold, but knowing, and with the knowing that you know yourself, that you're like, oof, okay. So yes, guys, I see a lot of that. I see coffins, so I see endings, bringing beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transformation. So I see, yeah, I see just a lot of new things shifting for you, a lot of new things, like, there's a lot of deaths that are going to happen in your life, and I'm talking about spiritually, energetically. Like, there's a lot of that going to be happening here, and your inner child saying, you're ready for this. Whatever needs to go, needs to go. You know, whatever you need to do, you need to do. And then I got exchange energy to create abundance, guys. So again, you have this gift that's like, where people like are truly needing, and it's just from you taking charge of your life and trusting your gifts. And your inner child is so gifted. So your inner child is like, dude, let's make a meal. Let's make a meal. So cook. When's the last time you cooked? When's the last time, it's not just like cooking or in the kitchen, making a meal, putting things together, putting little things together that make you feel pleasurable, setting up your day in a way that, where you can feel pleasure that day, really immerse yourself in that innocence of, with nature, with food, with just like when you first learned how to cook. A lot of people maybe don't really like to cook, but why, like, maybe that's something you need to jump into. Just to try it, just to have fun. I just like wrote some stuff that I journaled. So yeah, so don't stay in what's comfortable and familiar. Don't keep people around just for the sake of security. Again, snake energy. And then weren't supported or encouraged. Yeah, so parents' fears projected onto you. So yeah, it's pretty much, and changing music. So yeah, that too, guys, like, surrender a little bit. Maybe you're playing the same songs over and over again. Maybe, change your vibe, change your music. No, don't change your vibe, and change yourself, but like change, maybe do something new, something uncomfortable, not with what's familiar. I think that I've said that several times, and that's like a really strong message, I feel. And then I have, like, if you see this, you have trust in God. Just, you see this, and then a Lord, take charge with authority. And then you see the same thing, the crowning, so crown chakra, working with your crown chakra. This is your connection to the infinite. This is your connection to spirit, like not literally your fucking head here, but this area of this control center, right? And so working with your throat, working with your crown chakra, wearing purple, eating eggplant. Shout out to Lethishu, that's a little inside joke, but yes, that's my girl. But purple, doing things that bring you into a flow state. Music usually does that for a lot of people, so just playing a random playlist. Whatever way you connect with your crown chakra, breath, breathing, doing what you love. But yeah, so, and then read. So guys, yes, if there's a book you've been wanting to read, read it, even if it doesn't matter what book it is. Like, reading itself can help you stimulate your imagination again, can keep you creatively going. So maybe as a child you used to love to read books, fiction or nonfiction, maybe both. Like maybe you like to write a lot, or hear stories, so you like documentaries. So maybe diving into that, doing whatever you feel called to do in regards to something, saying lets your brain rest in a sense, even though you are learning, but you're also enjoying what you're learning about. But yeah, guys, I feel all of this for you. This was a very intense reading. I felt a lot of, I felt like at a moment there was this kind of fear, and that's that very fear that once you face that, that's bringing you this abundance that you're calling in. This is bringing you those real connections, and that's bringing you into the environments you want to be in at will. Maybe right now where you want to move, maybe a lot of you are wanting to move, maybe by water, maybe by mountains. I do see a city though, or maybe moving out of a city, right? Like traveling just in general, doesn't mean you have to move there. But a trader too, exchange of energy, those real connections with customers, clients, friends, family, that's all yours, baby. And yeah, your inner child deserves that again, to trust that they were, and they are worth it, that you are worth it, that you are worth everything you want to be worth. And fuck, this guy's infinite. The energy is infinite. So, whoa. Tune in. Did you just tune into that abundance frequency right there? Just tune into that. Abundance, and that's not always material, it's not always money. It's abundance of healing, peace, love, inner peace, self-love, you know, bonding, like with yourself, with others, like that, just bringing in that ever-flowing opportunity, like those ever-flowing opportunities to not only make money, but to also connect, to also relate. Maybe trying something new, you fall in love with that, and you realize, oh wow, I'm really talented in this, like, because again, you are very intelligent and gifted. And that could be the very thing that opens something up for you in regards to, like, as you learn about yourself, you learn about others, which attract, or you manifest those that you want to continuously learn about in a harmonious way, like someone in Libra. Look at a picture when you were little and really look at yourself and recognize just what kind of child you really were. Inspirational, different, individual, gifted. Go right back up. Recognize yourself in yourself. Give your inner child a big hug right now. Like, oh, I love you. Imagine you yourself just like, I love you. Like, I fucking love you. I see you. Like, I love you. You know, yo, you're pretty lit. Like, and you still are lit. Look at me. Look at yourself in the mirror after that. Like, as who you are now, by who you're choosing to be in this moment. Doesn't matter what happened in the past. Speak the things that need to be spoken about. Again, if there's unfinished business, I made a video about this now on my Instagram. Like, if there's anything you need to say to clear the air, regardless of the outcome, detach from the outcome. Of course, don't have a malicious intent, right? But at the same time, it's like, detach from the outcome to express what needs to be expressed, what needs to be said in regards to maybe how you feel, even if it's you made an assumption about something. The fact that you're just wanting to communicate about that, like, hey, this is what's kind of bothering me, or this is what's bothering me. I would like to bring this to your attention because I want to see how we can what's going on. Let's figure this out, as opposed to being fake about it, not being a snake, right? Don't, you know, just like at a place of expansion, right? Paradise, expansion, wanting to learn and let go and release. So with your words, your voice is powerful. Use your voice. Let people fall in love with your voice. Record yourself, dude. I always say that because it's, you guys, like, the power of recording yourself is crazy. Like, your level of growth and just it's really great just watching yourself. I know at first it's like nerve-wracking and it's like oof, but like being able to see where you need development in by not judging yourself, it's just like being in a space, it's this Jupiterian energy, like, no, I'm gonna learn from this instead, even if it feels uncomfortable, you know. So I do sense Cancer vibes here. But yeah, loves, okay, give your inner child a big hug. You're so beautiful, you are beautiful, and yeah, let's keep growing together as ourselves, our true selves. Group number 2, all the beautiful children, all those beautiful inner childs that chose this group. From the beginning, guys, I sense anger. I sense that maybe when your upbringing involves a lot of maybe passive aggressiveness, or actually more physical, like more external aggression. Maybe there was, I do sense like alcoholism maybe in the family. There was some sort of addiction in the family maybe. And it doesn't have to always be a physical substance, right? An addiction to a toxic way of behaving. But there is, like, again, just a lot of projection, a lot of pain, a lot of anger. Maybe you were bullied growing up. Maybe you were afraid to step out of your cage because, or you feel like people put you in cages all the time. People judge you. You might have felt that way. You might have felt like you needed to fit in, or, you know, change yourself in order to fit in, but it like never truly was who you were until like now you're in this space where you are starting to recognize, like, oh gosh, like, that's not me. Like, I decide who I am, you know, and I decide what affects me and what doesn't. And anger is something that, like, resentment, not forgiving yourself or someone. Like, I do see that growing up, that might have, or still may be hard for you to do. I got bred in a cage, so again, like maybe you grew up listening to other people's drama, and like maybe you had no choice but to, because that was your parents, or like it was happening with your sister and your mom, or like, you know, and again, it might have not been so obvious to other people, but you could feel it, right? Again, that passive aggression, and like the heart space, so things that really hurt. And there's that projection maybe that you know, you just had to learn how to live with, you know. And so also I got, you know, maybe you had like an eating disorder growing up, or your relationship with food wasn't that great. Maybe that was like an escape for you, or maybe there was something to do with your body, your temple, how you felt about yourself, how that made you. Maybe you like had a lot of insecurities, and again, like all of these things, like, you know, here you see a woman and she has her like these roses, or no, they're like flowers, and they're just like a rose, I'm not sure, but it's black though, and it's like on your heart space. So I feel like a lot of these things kind of like made you feel distant, or like kind of like cold-hearted in a sense growing up. But you know, something that is really catching my attention is how to find a way to release that that energy, that fire that is, it's like burning down a forest at this point, you know, like and it's like all these conflicts. Maybe, you know, you have some disagreements with people in your life. I mean, we all do, right? But I feel like, you know, there could be a lot of conflict going on there, maybe toxic relationships and stuff like that. But and I feel like, you know, the universe is trying to give you these gifts, you know, and so be open to receiving them. There's gifts in everything you experience. There's gifts in the anger. There's gifts in learning how to make anger work for you and not like against you. And truly like protecting yourself too, guys, because that's what I do feel. I do feel like be very protective of your energy, because there's a reason why you've grown maybe with this, like, I say maybe a lot, but you really need to stop allowing these things to affect you. You need to protect your energy, because I do get this King of Pentacles energy right here. So I do feel like you are this king of, you're very intelligent. You maybe have your own business, or you want to start your own business. And the gifts you have are going to bring you a lot of abundance. I see that. And there could be something going on with another person, maybe. Or you both are going to work together, this Knight of Pentacles and this King of Pentacles, where someone's going to bring you a gift of some sort by you, and again, by protecting yourself, because you're protecting yourself. You know, you're putting the sword down, and you're not allowing these things to affect you anymore. You're forgiving yourself and others, you know, looking at how beautiful you truly, truly are. But I do get a lot of protection kind of energy, guys, so protect yourselves, okay? I get earth energy, air energy. Could be a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, or Virgo, Capricorn. I also see Aries, and Taurus. It's like, I know I'm forgetting one. But yeah, guys, so protect yourself, okay? Clean your space, you know, sage yourself, whatever ritual, whatever little thing you got going on. It doesn't have to be like that. You don't have to like burn anything if you want. You don't have to. You can do it differently. You can do it with your mind. You could do it with water when you shower. Like, just make sure you're cleansing your energy and then protecting yourself with some like black tourmaline, black onyx. Got the protection on me 24/7. You are very protected though by your eons, which, you know, you could call ancestors. But take care of yourself, baby boo-boo. I feel like, you know, divorce those problems that are not yours. Don't be pulled into drama. Fuck that shit. Like, your inner child's like, yo, like, I don't need this in my life. You know, I'm secure in myself. I'm abundant, because you truly, truly are. Like, you know, just, you know, doing the things, taking care of your needs, doing the things that help you feel better, doing the things that, like, go get a massage, you know, it's like, you can go get touched appropriately. But yeah, go get, because maybe if you've been feeling like you want to do Reiki, maybe you've never done these things and don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, that's fine too. Like, you can look it up, maybe something I like. Things that just you get out of healing, go out dancing, you know? Yeah, and then feast those sweet treats, you know, bake yourself some goody goodies. And as you're baking your cookies, like, think about and program those sweet treats to have you feeling more confident, more detached. Again, you moon in Aquarius, detached, it's air, right? It's less emotional, it's more logic. It's like, come on. And again, 7 of Wands. Like, you worked hard to get to where you are, and that's what your inner child's saying, like, yo, like, we have worked. We have been doing the inner work. Now it's time to just forgive and you know, truly let go of grudges, resentment. Do what you have to do to eradicate that energy, because you are victorious. Protect your shit. Like, don't let anyone knock you down. Don't let any other conflict, like, you know, say no to the drama, period. You don't gotta explain yourself. You don't gotta let, you know, if you feel called to do that just to bring closure, but again, from a place of control, not like, right? Because again, like, you've probably been betrayed before, and these are the things you're angry about, or you may still hold some remorse, and, you know, this secretive energy, like finding things out on your own, people lying in your face, like things like that, thinking that, you know, whatever, like, you know, take this time for yourself, do contemplation, take this time to go within, take this time to step away from the outside world, to go back into yourself, be with your true self, you know, be with your true self. Open up your heart to these gifts that are coming your way. Like, open up that heart, you know, because it was feeling cold, it's been but you've worked so hard to be where you are. You know, standing very strong in your creativity, affirming your position, staying very grounded in what you gotta do for you. Being unbothered and originally uniquely you, right? And accepting yourself, guys, like, just accepting yourself, accepting what, you know, whatever happened for a reason. You know all this wisdom now. I know you do. I know you're like, oh, I know this already. Like, but great. That means you're fucking, you got it. Easy peasy lemon squeeze. Make an altar. So, make an altar. Or, you know, put the things that you love in front of you. Like, what is that saying? Out of sight, out of mind. So maybe do the things that you want to do, like the things you want to do, put it to where you can see it. Like, make like a board with it written on there, or use those objects and put them on a secret table. Again, like, to remind you to draw those energies in. So learn this from Dolo. Shout out to Dolo, soul family. But you know, finding a sacred space in your home, within you, both, right? That you can sit with and, like, light some candles, play some music, like, surround yourself with crystals. So you don't even have to use any tools at all. You can just literally do this again in the yin realm, closing your eyes, astral projecting, daydreaming, dreaming, all of it, right? But yeah, find some sacred time and space to really be with your energy. To get your mind straight, because you are, you're not a prisoner anymore. You're not in a cage. You're not in chains. You're freeing yourself once and for all. But you're bringing love into the situation. You ain't taking hate and guilt and pride and shit with you. You leaving that in the past. You know, you got your arrows in check. If you gotta fucking shoot somebody, you gon' shoot them. If they cross the fucking line, that was a boo. Anyway, guys. But yeah, this winter, you know, use this season coming up, this winter, to really do the inner work. Like, keep doing it, that is, though, because you are doing it. So also, guys, like, treat yourself, like, have fun too. Dive into pleasure. This was also group number one's message. Like, we're all needing to really feel good. Like, we need a little help, some, you know, like, to actually tune in sometimes, because there's too much going on up here, and that's fun. That's okay. That's what they're here for. That's us working with them, not against them, or like not overindulgence, or like overdoing anything, overdoing the anger. It's great to be angry. I mean, that's a way that you know, like, okay, you're causing my fucking boundaries. You know, like, this shit hurts me. That was Nine of Swords. You know, this shit hurts me, but staying victorious in it all. You know, bringing love, having your heart open, being receptive, and balance, and creating that sacred space for yourself, because you deserve that very much. Yes, believe it. And you're very beautiful, and your body's very beautiful too. So maybe taking care of your needs is taking care of your body. Go, you know, work out, walking, dancing, jogging, tennis, ice skating. Winter's coming. Skiing. Moving that body. Healing. That's all going to bring a lot of healing, closure, for like forgiveness, acceptance, sweetness. Rewards, awards, guys. You are, man, like, you are gonna get a surprise. I keep getting, like, summer, fall, next fall. For some, it's like winter time, and for some, it'll be next, like, summer, fall, next year. But around that time, guys, your life is going to be so fucking different. Again, King of Pentacles, King of the jungle, King of the earth element, patience, structure, security, nurture, nurturance, none of those words. It isn't. Abundance, material wealth, peace of mind, most importantly. You're gonna have such a peace of mind, and everything's gonna make sense to why this time is super important for you, and why you needed to be very careful and selective with your energy. It was for divine reason. You know, calling in your EAZ spirit guides, your, you know, gods, the real gods and goddesses, to help you, to protect you, to guide you. You are, though, you're like, you have an army, man. Like, there's a spiritual army that you are now. But yeah, doing that added protection, saying a nice little spell before you walk out the door. All evil intent sent to me, return back to the sender immediately. And like, so it is. It is what it is. So yeah, I feel it. Take care of your body, take care of your mind, take care of your healing, take care of yourself. Great fucking job, by the way. Congratulations. Capricorn energy. Congratulations. There's a climax coming that's going to shift everything for you this winter. There's an ending to something, there's a beginning. An end to a beginning to an end. And you won't, there's going to be this, you're going to eradicate this tradition or this energy of addiction in your life, whether this was someone in your life you experience this. You know, we could be addicted to anything, guys, but that's yeah, full acceptance. Full acceptance. Your sunglasses. Watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. So yes, taking off the sunglasses to see clearer, or putting them on to block out the excessive light, the excessive energies, you know. Also solar plexus, so like, you know, putting your shades over your solar plexus, maybe cooling it down, right? Too much fire, too much, because anger produces heat, produces fire. That's fire. So something you gotta do with it. Your child saying, oh, clarity, yes. Taking off taking off the sunglasses, or being able to see due to the fact that you're blocking out sunlight, shifting your focus, your vision, believing in it, you know. Solidarity. This fucking word. Anyway, yeah, so force, honor, protection. Again, power, protection. That is coming out like crazy. Woo. Yeah, love that. So I know there's something that you can do, like you can put water in a cup and add some salt and program that water and salt to attract, like to magnetically pull in the negative energies that try to attack you at night. That's a cool little thing that you can protect yourself. Setting that intention before you go to sleep, before you walk out the door. Heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup. Yeah, maybe this like there's something about, again, someone betrayed you, maybe an ex cheated on your boyfriend or girlfriend, or like maybe there was that, or a separation of some sort, or that, like, you know, maybe that's what is causing you to feel some type of way. But it's like, you know, many options. Yeah, keys on the ring. You have many options like that needed to happen, because it's going to bring you into all these new opportunities when it comes to love and relationships. But you know, this had to end, or this, you know, this is the thing that we need to let go of, you know, one night stands. So, you know, yeah, like if that's what you're addicted to, you know, no judgment at all. It's like, okay, like you are so worth more than that, baby, and you know that shit. So really, again, shifting that, because soon enough, these gifts compensate. And so, yeah, guys, that is, ooh, that was sharp. That was sharp. Sending you so much love, all your inner child. Like, literally, make sure that you hug your inner child. Make sure that you tell your inner child that you are here to be unbothered, to be unapologetically you, and to be open to receiving, and to be open, because you give. You're a giver. You give. We all give and take and give. But the thing is, like, that's something that comes from your heart. So protect that. Protect that shit. Protect your inner child. Your inner child's like, yeah, hug me, protect me, and we good. Alright, guys, if this video helped you in any way, shape, or form, comment, like, whatever you want to do, baby boo. You can subscribe, and I will talk to your beautiful self next time. All the beautiful children that chose group number 3, your inner child, that are so beautiful, pure, and so loved, right? So from the beginning, I see that you might have grown up with someone that was like missing in the picture. Okay, I've grown up with a single parent, maybe your grandparents, maybe without a sister or brother, maybe only child. But I feel like growing up, you always felt like there was something missing, fragmentation, pieces, like broken pieces. It wasn't the picture perfect family, maybe, or the picture perfect environment, or like there was some sort of yearning, for something that you feel is not there, or you lack, or maybe this was physical, maybe this is past life. I do get past life vibes. Because, yeah, I do get that this is maybe something that you are learning to eradicate in this lifetime. Something that your energy has been obsessed with, that has found peace in it, but like, again, because for some reason you felt like you were missing things. Maybe you did grow up, you know, with not a lot of money, right? Maybe it was a very hard upbringing for you financially, so that made you feel a certain type of way, you know, and that happens. And that does affect us growing up as children, right? And so, but it could be many different things, guys. And whatever it is, so it's like finding peace within the things that were meant to be, finding peace in the things that, you know, your inner child wants, inner peace in the things that you can feel for yourself, fill your own cup, you know. Learn to be your own parent, your own father, your own mother, your own sister, your own, you know, and knowing that maybe I do feel like even in the past life you were more alone. I do sense that too. You're very, 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 very powerful. Like, you're very powerful. I do get some like psychic vibes as well. It's just that, you know, there's inner peace. There's something in regards to regret, to mistakes. Maybe because you felt this way growing up, you made some mistakes that you might still be mad about, you know, mad at yourself about, or consistently going into the past. You know, it's time to release negativity, and full moon is Scorpio and Scorpio season, so maybe right now it's like, and maybe you're a Scorpio, moon rising and Mercury, like, but it's time to release, right? The things, the heavier emotions that have you feeling like you're not whole, right? Because you're very whole. You are yourself. You are everything you'll ever need, you know. And also not being obsessed with always being right, or always having all the answers, or not, or having to always be the one that never says sorry, or prideful, or, you know, obsessive with that kind of energy. You might not be. I don't really get that a lot from many people, but there's a little bit in there that I had to say about what, you know, not letting your solar plexus or your heart, like, be too heavy, you know. Adjustments are required, so things, you know, shifting the way you think. I do get that, like, shift your perception. That's what's going to really help you. Directing your vision, so saying you got fixed moon, so instead of being fixed on negativity, I mean, your inner child is like, you know, like, or talk to your inner child, like, let's direct this energy into our vision, into how it would feel to be at peace. What would I do if I was at peace in doing that now? You know, what would I say if I was at peace with myself? How would that sound? How would that taste? How would that feel? How would that smell? And then, like, bringing that into reality, you know. But again, what do you need to release? Release negativity, release the darker emotions, the regret, the shame, the guilt, you know. It shows so much gratitude for whoever was there and it was meant to be, and it's like, it's beautiful, and knowing that you're complete regardless, you're loved regardless, you are very, very loved regardless, and you don't have to chase anything outside of you ever to feel complete, to ever feel at peace, you know, to feel like, okay, like, you know, it's like having an itch, and then you feed that itch, it feels great for like the first however long, and then eventually you'll get to the point that you're just like, it hits even harder, you know, the pain's even stronger, and that's like the cycles that we may get stuck in sometimes. And, you know, so reverse it, like, yeah, I've reversed that subconsciously, but I put release before negativity. So what do you need to release? Negativity. Again, that. And those ways of thinking, guys, because you are in this place where you are starting to be like, this is my power, this is where I stand. Setting those boundaries with people, setting those boundaries with those people in your life that don't bring you peace, you know. also noticing the people you surround yourself with, how you feel around them. Do you feel like you can put all your walls down? Do you feel like your space is being respected? Do you feel secure in that space? Knowing that, because you don't want to have fake relationships, like relationships and friendships that are codependent or feed each other's wounds even more so. You can reflect each other's wounds and grow together. You both have that choice, or we all have that choice, right? As a group, but at the end of the day, we have to become aware of ourselves. And a lot of you, and you are the ones that are becoming aware in these circumstances and environments where you're just like, nah, like, I'd rather focus on what feels good, how that helps me helps me remember that I'm whole, right? Chanting, maybe you like to sing. I've been getting to sing a lot. Throat chakra, I'm telling you. Maybe go like, ooh, just like chanting things like sounds. I got that from someone I know. But yeah, like that is so dope. Like just using your voice, chanting, speaking poetry, rapping. Let's do it. Okay. And your inner child is saying, focus, let's have fun. Let's enjoy ourselves. You got Leo, got the sun card. So it's like, shine your light. Don't dim that. Don't dim it. Stand your ground. Be in your power. You got this powerful energy too. You may be an earth sign. I'm getting earth vibes. Leo. Okay, fixed moon, fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and I'm missing one. The air, Aquarius, Earth, Taurus, air, air, Aquarius, Earth, Taurus, Scorpio, water, and Leo, fire. Okay. Okay, guys, my bad. You may be a Leo, you may be an Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, the fixed stars, right? But yeah, shifting your perception, shifting your mindset about these things, not obsessing, trusting, not overindulging, but enjoying, embrace that energy of peace. You got peace, guys. Whoa, you got peace so many times. You got inner peace. This is what's going to bring you into the space of this is what's going to bring your inner child some peace, because I do feel like your inner child is wanting some peace about something. Again, the things that weren't there, the things, that you wish you would have had, or just missing how it used to be, how things, you felt safe in those energies, and now you're being called to transform. I think there was something involving divorce in your family. There's a big change in your family. Maybe there's a sudden move. Maybe there's a move that caused a shift in your family. Or not even just family. Could have been in school. Could have been with your friends. But something completely made you feel again. And this feels past life as well. And because I do feel that again. I do feel like this is something you've been needing peace about for a long time, not just in this life, not just as your inner child, but as these other lives that you used to have. I feel like where you used to fly. But yeah, if you've been having dreams about flying, pay attention to those, or see if you can fly in dreams and see what that might, how to use that experience to bring peace to yourself. When you fly, you're just allowing yourself to fly, to flow through the air, to move with the resistance, not against it. I say that a lot because it's really simple that we make it complex in our head. But taking the time to slow it down again, to breathe, be with your inner child, reflect back into your childhood, look at those photographs and begin to reprogram them differently, the way you see them, right? That air energy, the way you see those images now, changing the story. Okay, you know what? Maybe my dad wasn't here. Maybe there's a picture of me and just my mom, but looking at that and being my mom was both my parents and this is what needed to happen and dad didn't mean this and that. Like, you know, creating a story from these pictures. And then making new ones, guys. Like, literally, again, taking time to slow down and find the peace and joy in the simple things and the things, you know, talking with your friends. I see talking, so talking with people that interest you, that you learn from. Maybe emailing or texting that person you've been thinking about that, you know, has no other intention, like you have no other intention than to literally appreciate what you do have. Appreciate, you know, yes, appreciate yourself. Appreciate, you know, adapting for sorts, same thing. Like, so here she's like in bed and she's like, oh my god, because overthinking, again, obsession, like back and forth, indecisiveness. You might be a Libra, Gemini, maybe. Just kidding, guys. Or I don't know, right? Might be. Do sense that energy. Sagittarius. I also the Empress, the Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, utilizing these energies right now. Three of Swords, again, your heart space. There's no. I don't want to get over it, but anyway, Three of Swords. Connecting back with your heart space. Talking from the heart. Expressing from the heart. Reaching out from the heart. Not the mind, not the overthinking, but what feels right. And what feels right can change as well. Light makes you light. Change your mind, change your ideas. You're watering some seeds right now, so it's very important. You know, your inner child is like, you know, I'm ready to be at peace now. Queen of Wands, you're creative. You're creative again, protected. You're creative. Creative energy. You receive a lot of brilliant ideas, visions. Oh yeah, I love that. Queen of Wands. You wave your wand, your fire, in the direction that you want it to go, and birth that next to the Empress card. This feminine energy, you have this, even if you're a male, you have this like feminine energy, and it's interesting. I got a bunch of women here, so again, it could have been a mother, where you felt like maybe your mother left. It's interesting how I go with the father usually at first, but it's like the mother too, like, and that's what you. There's some closure in that in regards to with your mother, this womanly energy, or you know, embracing this feminine power, that you have this unconditional love, but with boundaries, you know. So, is it really unconditional? But yeah, like, but still, just that love. That's that self-respect, that self-appreciation on her throne, overlooking her land, the land she created for herself, where she can do whatever, birth whatever, and place whatever she wants on it, in it. That's her space. That's your space. That's who you are. Like, I mean, that's what you are. Like, it's interesting enough, like, in the first group, or not group, row, it was peaceful among thorns, and then this thing, like, last row, second to last row, I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting too, because at first I pulled out peaceful among thorns, and then a couple cards later I pulled out inner peace. Look how different, like, these cards are, you know. Like, this was like your upbringing, and now this is where you're going. This is where you are. This is where you're calling in. This is how, like, your inner child wants to go from living in this environment to here. And you're shifting up, but recognizing, like, I need to let something go. The very fact that you're listening to this message is like, yes, like, you're ready to let go of all the regret, because things happen for a reason. You've been reflecting. Now it's time to make peace with it, being adaptable to change, to whatever changes your heart goes through, because you're watering some divine seeds right now of creativity, of ideas, of structure, of assertiveness. Yeah. Wow, yeah. It's like you're getting so much inspiration and ideas and things like that, but you're actually implementing them. So you have this balance of earth and fire. You have this balance of, like, making things fucking happen, but also enjoying the process. And I get that. And your inner child's like, yes. Listen, this is all that's left right now. And your heart is so beautiful. And you have been prepping for this moment. You have been prepping for this. You've been getting ready for this place you are in now with your inner child. And your inner child is ready to be free. And you feel it. And you know it's there. It's like, ooh, gotta do what I gotta do. Gotta plant these beautiful seeds of sunlight, of mountains, Colorado. Ooh. Ooh. It's funny because I see, like, I got these cards and it's like the moon is not fully full, or, and, so again, you're going through so many shifts and changes at once. And I do feel like you have really worked on your confidence, and your confidence is like, you're building that shit. Keep building. Keep adapting to the changes and shifts without expectations and without attachment. Because when you attach, you expect. And when you expect, there's no negative in attachment. There's a negative and positive to everything. So there's a negative and positive to attachment, and also to, and your emotion, really. But yeah, but making sure that, again, you're growing, you're learning. It's okay. Don't be hard on yourself. Utilize your mental strength. And you don't need anything outside of yourself to tell you that you can forgive yourself, that you're sorry, or that she's sorry, he's sorry. You don't need that validation anymore. But know that it's gonna happen for you either way, because you deserve that peace. But just making peace within yourself, whatever it could be, guys. Again, it could be about so many different things. And I do feel like I want to pull one more thing for you guys. Inner child. What is your inner child? Ooh. Last message from your inner child. Your inner child is saying, for you, I open up and allow myself to receive love in all ways, from all directions. It may seem scary, but it's better than receiving audits, bedbugs, or hate mail. All energy is energy, so. I receive love, and it feels so good that I decide to receive it some more, and then some more, and maybe just a wee bit more. Again, giving yourself that peace of mind. Open up your heart. Yes. Open up your heart. Heal that heart space. Plant and water the seeds of compassion, of self-forgiveness, of self-worth. Enough to change what you got to change. Being open to the changes and transformations. And allowing things to be. You can still feel what you feel, but you don't have to get lost in the feelings and emotions, being more air-like. Because you a queen, you are the empress. Even if you're a male. But yes, my loves, your inner child, they're so beautiful. They're so like, oh man. Oh man. Like, your heart is so warm. But you also got this, like, don't talk to me like that kind of energy. Like, it's such a beautiful balance of like Scorpio and Cancer. It's like this, like, oh, or like Aries, and yeah, love it. But yes, guys, sending you so much love. Write a letter to your inner child. That's something I got. Write a letter to your inner child. Write a love letter to your inner child, or as your inner child to the adult you. I do feel like your inner child has things to tell you, so write a letter to yourself. But don't say it like that, right? Tell yourself, okay, I need to write to my inner child, and then maybe shift that, write 2 letters, and be like, okay, I need to write to my adult self or my mature self, you know, my evolved self, and just have fun with it. Creative writing, right? And I do feel like writing yourself a love letter is something that's really going to help you a lot. I do get Venus energies here, Taurus energy, Libra energy, but yeah, tuning into that, to what you love, what you appreciate, what brings you peace of mind, like your gifts with your art, speaking in front of others, traveling, taking moments of stillness in nature, going to nature, staying in nature, camping, all of it. Alright, sending you so much love. I hope this helped you. If you know this resonated or whatnot, just put in a little comment. I get so tongue-tied sometimes, guys, but comment, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do. That still feels weird to say that. I'm sorry, like, I'm being real. But again, just being open to receiving it also. Sending you so much love. No, I totally wish that. But yeah, guys, so your inner childs are so divinely intuitive. Very intuitive. You know your shit. You know your shit, babe. You know your shit. Just keep building it. And you are along the path to mastery. Right? It's great. So yeah, so give so much love to your inner child, especially on that letter, guys. Just pour your motherfucking heart out, even if tears drop down and get onto the piece of paper. Allow it to soak up. Allow that water, allow that paper to soak up that water, to water and those seeds of words. So make sure you're speaking kindly to yourself in whatever you say, being real, being honest, but always being compassionate and accepting and non-judgmental and strong. Okay, alright, so if this video helped you, please comment, like, subscribe, whatever you want to do, and I'm looking forward to another reading for you. Bye. Hello, my loves.